I'm Ivelisse. I go to Universidad Católica and I study psychology. Well, right now I'm in fourth year, so not many exchange students take psychology course in fourth year, but there are a lot of students in first and second and third year. Most of the students I've seen in psychology have been from the US. I don't think I've seen students from elsewhere. They do take the class in Spanish, 100% in Spanish. I think my smallest class this semester were 60. So of course the teacher can't be aware if you're a foreign exchange student or not. If you try to talk to any of them, especially if you're a foreign exchange student and you try to engage, people will help you for sure. For example, about 2 semesters ago, I met this girl. She was called Sophie. She was from the US and she was very lost because her Spanish wasn't that good and all her readings are in Spanish. So she just asked me for some help and I helped her all the time and it was no problem. We studied together for tests and she did pretty well, even though her Spanish wasn't the best. And after I helped her talk to the teacher a little bit, they actually gave her the tests in English, which was very helpful for her. One of the things I've found that is very important here is how you greet people. Well, people greet here by kissing each other's cheek. So, for example, if you try to give them your hand, people will feel very rejected. Well, it depends. Between 2 guys, it's fine. But if you approach a girl and you try to give her your hand, it doesn't matter if you're a girl or a guy, they will feel very offended. At least that's happened to me, and I felt like the person didn't want to talk to me or didn't want to get to know me. Also, if you're like in a party setting, and even if there's like 20 people, you are supposed to say hi to every single person there, and if you don't, people will start feeling like excluded. Most of the students live with their families. That's the most common thing, unless they come from outside the capital. People come from other areas, and those people sometimes lodge together, or they stay with their aunts, or with their cousins, or someone they know. But the most common thing is to just stay with your family. Yeah, it's very, very rare to just move out of your house. It's very family-centered. Actually, having bad relations with your family is considered something very negative. If you tell them you have like a lot of issues with your family, they won't gossip, but they will be a little surprised. They're like, oh, so you don't really get along with your family. That's kind of strange. There's a reason why you have to move. Either you're moving to another place, you're getting married, or yeah, that's usually all the reasons. That's it. Unless you're like 35 and none of those 2 things have happened.